Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be taking you through this really cool unlimited content ideas workflow. So how this works is it's going to scrape YouTube, scrape LinkedIn, and then also scrape the web every week for viral content and trends in our niche, in this case being AI automation, and then summarize it all and create a really nice weekly content report that we're going to email to ourselves. So I'll show you what the report is going to look like. So this is the email on screen that we're going to be getting sent every week. So you can see that we have trends on YouTube, trending on LinkedIn, and then trending news, and then actionable content ideas for us. So I built this workflow purely because if you're a content creator, you may know this, like it's hard to come up with constant ideas without it taking too much of your time, especially when you're working on different things like an agency or different sort of work. You end up spending a lot of time trying to figure out what to post. So this is why I built this. And we're going to be setting it up today. As always, you can follow along and download this template and the Airtable database where we're going to be storing all the information from the description below. So let's jump straight into this then. So this is the workflow on screen. We're going to be using a few different things here. So we're going to be using Apify to scrape YouTube and LinkedIn, and then we're going to be using Perplexity to scrape the web. And then we're going to be using OpenAI to basically come up with a virality score, if that makes sense. So each post that we scrape is going to come through this module here, and OpenAI is going to decide whether it's a viral post or a trending idea, if that makes sense. Because we're going to scrape a bunch of these posts and we're going to filter them. So here you can see that I've set it to, if the view count is over 2,000, then it's going to pass through this filter, and then we're going to go ahead and give it a rank. So then we're just going to add it to our Airtable database, which I'll show you in a second. Exactly the same bit here for LinkedIn. We're just using a different scraper, and I'll show you all that as well in Apify. And then down here, all we're doing is we're calling Perplexity to scrape the web for us, and then we're formatting the message. So you can see your JSON formatting assistant. Your job is to extract news stories from the input text and return them as a valid JSON array. Then we're just going to split those into their separate articles, and then again we're just going to add it to Airtable. Here we're then just going to merge everything together, put it into one, put it into our report generator here, and we are then going to send a HTML email to ourselves, and I've got this set up happening weekly at the moment. You can change this to however often as you want. Just be wary of Apify. If you have this set every day and you're scraping tons and tons of different profiles, then Apify can get fairly expensive. So that's why I've just got it set to a week for now. So let me show you the Airtable database and show you what the data actually looks like. So you can see here the 31st, which is today. We've got loads of YouTube posts. You can see the thumbnails that have been scraped, the descriptions, the titles, the virality score, what I was on about earlier, the source URL, the source. So LinkedIn as well, articles there, everything, all the media. You can come in, have a look, and you can then recreate posts from this data. So really handy, really easy to set up. But yeah, all you want to do is, once you get the Airtable database from the description, is click on the link and duplicate the base into your own workspace. Once you've done that, all you need to do is come into here and then make sure these Airtable modules here are linked up to that new Airtable base that you've just added. From there, all we're going to do is head over to Apify, and again, I'll leave these links to the actual actors that I'm using in Apify in the description, but I'm using this YouTube scraper here, so it's $5 per 1,000 videos. When you sign up to Apify, you actually get $5 a month free, so that works out pretty well for the YouTube scraper side of things, because essentially if you're scraping less than 1,000 videos a month, then it's going to be free. But as you can see, I've just added in a few different keywords, so AI automation, make.com, NAN, AI automation agency, and automation. Again, you can come in here and set it to whatever you want. Then you just want to click on JSON, and you can see all the search queries are down here, which we've added here. Copy that, head back over to the first YouTube scraper or the first HTTP request module. Click on it, come down and just paste it in this JSON section here. In the template, you already have this in here, but it's just if you wanted to make any changes, you can just come in here and do that. To get the actual link with your Apify API key, what you want to do is go back into Apify, click on this API button here, API endpoints, scroll down all the way down to this one here, run actor, and get dataset items. Just copy and paste that into this URL here. So in a template, this URL won't be here for you, but just go and get your URL from the API endpoint section of this YouTube scraper actor. Down here, run actor and get dataset items, hit copy, come back into there and just paste it in there. And then that's it. That's that section ready to go. Make sure, obviously, that you've got your OpenAI API key and you've connected your credentials so that is usable. And then obviously that you've connected your new Airtable database. Then moving onto the LinkedIn scraper, I'm actually using this one here. Again, I'll leave the link to it in the description. Again, it's $5 per 1,000 results. So if you're doing or scraping 500 results per one, then essentially you could get it for free. I've just dropped in some LinkedIn profiles. Again, this is all changeable. Come in here and get your JSON. Do exactly the same process. Come in here, hit paste in this JSON section. Again, I'll leave this in the template, so you can just come in here and write what profiles you want to scrape. Then, again, same process. Click on API in the top right, click API endpoints. Come down and just get the run actor and get dataset items URL. Copy that and paste it into your URL section here. Then for Perplexity, just head over to Perplexity and grab your API key and just create a new credential and drop your API key into this section here. Again, I'll leave a link to Perplexity and the API page in the description below. Then all you need to do really is just make sure your email is connected as well. That's really easy to do. Just come in here, create new credential, log in via Google. And then what I'm using here are just like the OpenAI chat models, but I'm using OpenRouter. Again, you can go sign up for OpenRouter if you wanted to do that, but if not, then it's fine. You can just use your OpenAI API key that you've used for these two modules up here. Then play around with it and get testing. I mean, what I did to actually generate this newsletter and how it looked. I'll show you again. Here is all I did is I went to ChatGPT and I was just like, can you create me a prompt to make a newsletter? And this is the design that it came up with. Obviously, you can head over to OpenAI, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever LLM you use, and just ask it to change it up however you like. So I'll leave my prompt for this template in the template that you download. And if you wanted to change anything, it's easily doable. Just copy and paste that prompt into an LLM and just say, I want to make these changes. But yeah, this has been super useful for me. I hope it can be really useful for you, especially if you're a content creator and posting on any platform, really. Another thing that I wanted to add is that if you wanted to scrape, say, like Instagram or TikTok or any of those, it's easily addable. So all you would want to do is just copy, paste this, link this up, and then this one here, you just want to merge it. So you want to come down to here, add 4, because we're adding a new input. And then head over to Apify store, and just type in TikTok scraper. There's tons and tons of actors on Apify. And then just repeat the process like we did. So type in your different URLs or hashtags or however this works. So this one's video with this hashtag. So type in what hashtags you want. Head over to JSON, copy and paste that, come back to this, paste your JSON in there, and get your URL from Apify. So click on the API endpoint section, scroll down to run actor and get dataset items, and then just copy and paste that link in there and you would be good to go. Obviously on the Airtable end, you would just have to come to source, edit field, and then just add TikTok, just like that. Really simple, really easy to use. But yeah, have some fun with this. I really hope it helps. It's helped me. Again, you can download the templates, the Airtable database, and the NAN workflow in the description below. Also, I'll leave the links to the 2 actors that I'm using. So the YouTube scraper, the LinkedIn scraper. And yeah, have some fun with this, guys. Let me know how you get on. Thank you for watching and have a great day.